Hi there, my name is Jason Merkel. I'm reading this presentation momentarily. I just wanted to make some comments before I start. Excuse me. So I was not able to get anybody else to film this for me, so it will be a bit of a challenge to film myself and present this at the same time, so my apologies for that. Hopefully I won't get any deduction in marks for the filming quality and filming techniques used, because I'm just using my phone here. It does make it a little more challenging, but nonetheless I'll just continue here. I will have to zoom in a little bit on the slides, excuse me, like so. Let's give like the audience a general idea of what I prepared here. So anyway, I guess we'll proceed here. So, I guess I'll officially begin. Hopefully the angle is okay. Anyway, so, this was the beginning here. Hello, I'd like to sincerely thank the Chambers of Commerce for welcoming me here to speak. It's a pleasure to be here today to speak to you about my marketing campaign to encourage our community to shop locally. I know it is imperative we encourage our citizens to shop locally for the numerous benefits that our community will receive. I will discuss these abundant benefits for our community in this presentation. Thank you very much for your participation and time. I'll begin discussing a topic that is very relevant and on the minds of our citizens. First off, I'll begin by discussing reducing the environmental impact by shopping locally. Here we have my slide here. Everybody's viewing. There we are. So, by shopping locally, we will reduce environmental impact by going green, because it is certainly on the mind of many customers today. Often, shopping local can help them achieve that goal. Small businesses often source local products, which mean less transportation and fewer packaging elements. Local shops are often established in town centers, which means easier walkability and less driving for customers. This demonstrates the green impact of local shopping. I can also collaborate with other locals, as there's safety in numbers. I will get in touch with other small businesses on our streets and host a block party or create group promotions. Local businesses could provide discount beverages for customers that come in with the receipt and other participating businesses. By making an event out of it, customers are more likely to stop by, not just for the awesome goods for which not just for the awesome products, but for the experience. Also, we're all aware of CO2 emissions and our environmental impact. Local shops often stock a higher percentage of locally sourced goods, for which distribution time and customer journey times are reduced. This helps reduce our global footprint. Shopping locally reduces negative environmental impact and has a positive outcome for our local community and our environment. Next point I have is that you will be saving money by shopping locally. One way to track how shopping locally makes a difference and to get people to change their shopping habits is to make the money itself noticeable. I can advertise an incentive for our local community on the idea of saving gasoline, in turn saving our community members their hard-earned money. As I'm composing this, gasoline prices are headed up again. Lots of small town residents are accustomed to driving to the big city to shop. Here's a chance to remind our community to save on gas and shop at home. Shopping locally saves our community money. Out-of-town shops have done a good job at convincing us that all sole traders are expensive, but the evidence just isn't there to back this up. If you add in travel, parking costs, fees to transport larger items home, and customer time, the overall costs are often much greater. It is evident that shopping locally will save our citizens of our community money. A further point is that shopping locally will boost our local economy. Shopping locally is the ethical choice to shop. I will emphasize that shopping locally will help build our community. For example, it is the ethical choice buying out of season produce, like strawberries in December, for example. It lowers our eco credentials, as is eating turkey and cranberries that have been flown halfway around the world, wrapped in layers and layers of plastic. When you shop at local butchers, bakers, farm shops, and green grocers, any of our businesses in our community, it is likely that a decent percentage of the produce has been a short field to fork journey. Along with supporting local farmers, it means the food is likely to contain more nutrients and have less packaging, again boosting our evident claims of supporting our local environment. Here are some excellent statistics on shopping locally here. Stunning. And again, more evidence of shopping locally will boost our economy. There's another brilliant diagram depicting this for your viewing. There are many studies that indicate that shopping locally has a major economic benefits for our local community. So, when you spend $100 at a local business, on average, 58% of your money stays in your community, compared to what would have happened if you spent that $100 at a multinational company-based store. And here we have more illustrations of this fact. And some more evidence. Furthermore, bookshops, cafes, craft shops, and bookshops, cafes, and craft shops often drum up custom by hosting events from book groups to music clubs and children's events. If the businesses are not supported, the local groups tend to disappear too. Markets also often give space to community groups and social enterprises. Markets can have a community value, and there's often a social purpose to stalls. They can be public spaces as well as retail outlets. Shopping locally retains our communities. People don't like losing shops and services in small towns and communities. Shops will only survive if customers spend locally. So if we want a vibrant town center where people can socialize as well as shop, we need to shop locally. It's important also to emphasize the community connection and demonstrate our own uniqueness. Our community and customers often have a personal connection, whether we know them on a first name basis or to see them around the neighborhood. Not only are local businesses a gathering place for residents, these shops tend to give back to their communities in legitimate, more beneficial ways. According to Seattle Good Business Network, small businesses donate 250% more than larger enterprises to nonprofit and community causes. We can utilize the holiday season as another opportunity to give back to our community. For example, we can sponsor a food or clothing drive and provide discounts to customers that bring in an item. Shopping locally creates jobs in our communities and create local employment and increases in self-employment. These people in turn will spend more money in our own economy, in our own community, Over 500,000 people are employed in retail in our own rural town and villages. Evidence shows that for every $10 spent in an independent shop, $25 is generated for the local economy compared to $14 spent in multinationals. Shopping locally saves our services. Shopping locally increases our private and voluntary and public sector services because they cluster around these shops. The loss of the high street often corresponds to a reduction in these services as shops disappear, such as hairdressers, vets, dentists, etc. It is clear and evident shopping locally will increase the economy in our community. We can reward our citizens for shopping locally. We can start a loyalty program for shoppers who support member businesses. The program can be as simple as offering a paper-based discount or a frequent buyer card, for example. Many local businesses are offering such things and approaching this, such as using debit cards that are swiped back to track purchases at independent members' businesses and return a percentage in form of credits, which are good at any participating local businesses. Local shops value you more than big-name shopping centers such as Walmart, for example. Evidence from numerous surveys shows people receive better customer care and service in local shops. Traders survive by their reputation and repeat business. So shopping locally means that you will get a higher standard of service. Shopping locally and allowing local business to thrive, you'll also be indirectly helping local tourism. By shopping locally and allowing local businesses to thrive, you'll also increase the probability of people to visit our local area if there are more distinct and individual shops to visit. Here are 10 excellent reasons to spend your money locally. Rewards, as we were just talking about. Another excellent point is that it will increase our local economic stimulus. When you purchase from locally owned businesses, more money is kept in the local community, as locally owned businesses often make purchases from other local businesses and trades and service providers. Therefore, spending your money on local businesses supports other local businesses, which in turn stimulates our local economy. Local businesses support your lifestyle. Anyone who has helped to raise funds for a school or charitable organization knows that it is significantly easier to source donations from any locally owned businesses. When locally owned businesses donate to local charities, it is unnecessary to get approval from a head office in a main city. Unique businesses create character and prosperity. The unique character of our local community is defined largely by the presence of local businesses. This distinctiveness of our local community increases the overall satisfaction with where you live and the value of your home and your property. Local customer service, once again, is better. Local businessmen often hire people with more specific product expertise, which leads to better customer service. Therefore, local businesses are often able to specialize in products and services that are highly valued by the citizens in our local community. You can sometimes try before you buy. Small business owners are generally on site, and it's easier to ask a local owner if you can sample or trial a product. Try asking a chain store or an online merchant if you can sample a product for free before deciding to buy. In most cases, they will not. Business owners invest in your community. Local businesses are owned by people who live in the community, so are less likely to leave. And more people are committed to the community's welfare and future. They have a more direct commitment to you as they rely on our support. Public benefits far outweigh public cost. Local businesses require comparatively low infrastructure and more efficiently utilize all public services. You might get a better deal or some excellent advice. Local businesses use at their discretion to reward regular customers with discounts on items you actually want to buy. The owners and workers of locally owned businesses can inform you of the benefits of the products and services and can usually recommend products and services in light of the requirements of the local area. Often products from local providers are of superior quality. Now, therefore, we can clearly see that shopping locally has numerous beneficial impacts on our community. It is vital we encourage the members of our community to shop locally. By shopping locally, we will absolutely boost our own economy, see a reduction on environmental impact on our communities, and also other communities around the globe. Shopping locally helps shoppers in our community save money. We will be able to reward our shoppers in a more beneficial way than other major retailers. With our local businesses prospering, local business owners will in turn invest in our community. It is imperative that our citizens shop locally, and when they do, our community will prosper. Our economy will increase. Our community will be strengthened financially and socially. It's clearly evident our community will be a continued and further success as we encourage our citizens to shop locally. So that is the conclusion of the presentation. My apologies for the stuttering and sometimes having to refer to my notes here. That's not really too much of an excuse, but you kind of I'll just leave a comment on the video rather than recording it. But anyway, that's it. Thank you very much for your time and effort. I hope that this was appropriate enough. Thanks again for your time and concern and effort. Thank you. Bye.